Hello, everybody. Welcome and Merry Christmas. I'm Randy with Nerds Templar, and we are here with the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League Season 0 and Set 21 of 22. The second to last set. 2 more and we are finished with this, and then 2 days worth of playoff days. And that'll be that. So we will finish up on Saturday. Team Mario standings wise, we got Mario at the top now, 13-6. Kirby's next, 12-6. Then Peach at 12-6. Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and Zelda are 11-7. Link is 9-9. Luigi's 7-11. Diddy is 6-12. Sheik is 6-13. And Toon Link is 2-16. Team Baddies, we got Bowser at 15-3, Wolf at 12-6, DDD at 12-6, Wario at 11-7, Mewtwo at 10-8, Ganondorf at 10-8, Meta Knight at 3-15, and Snake at 2-16. Team Nintendo, Captain Falcon remains at the top, 13-5. Ness is also 13-5, however. Rob is 12-7, Lucas 12-7, Falco is 10-8, Fox is 9-9, Ice Climbers are 8-10. Mr. Game & Watch is just missing the playoffs at 8-10 because of his head-to-head with the Ice Climbers. Only one of them is getting in, the only 2 8-10s. Samus is 6-12. Zero Suit Samus is 5-13. Sonic is 4-14. In Team Universe, Ike is 13-5. Trainer is 12-6, and they have both clinched their playoff bye spots for their division. They're going to remain the top 2 throughout the next 2 sets. So yeah. Pikachu is next, 9-9. Olimar also 9-9. Lucario is 7-11. Pit is 7-11. Marth and Jigglypuff both 6-12. They're all technically still in it here, and so some interesting matchups as always for Team Universe here at the end of things. This is what the sets look like. The set looks like. Our low card subset is in fact 1 matchup each. Each of them has 1 person that is eliminated from playoffs fighting in it. And for the most part, they're fighting against somebody toward the top of the division or at the top of the division. So the mid card, though, is very jam-packed with meaningful matches. Got Game & Watch at 8-10, taking on Falco at 10-8. Game & Watch won that one the first time around. Diddy, 6-12, is taking on Kirby at 12-6, who won the first one. Hit is taking on Jigglypuff. Pit 1 at 7-11 there against the 6-12 Jiggly. Ness is 13-5, and he's going up against Samus at 6-12. Ness won that one. Yoshi 11-7 versus Luigi at 7-11, and Yoshi won that one. And Marth at 6-12 is up against Lucario at 7-11, and Lucario won that one. So nobody is technically eliminated yet in the mid card. 1 each of the opponents in the next matchup is eliminated in the low card here. Ganondorf at 10-8 versus the 2-16 Snake. Ganondorf won that. Captain Falcon at 13-5 taking on Sonic at 4-14. Captain Falcon won that one. All of these were actually, yes, all the low card were won by the opponent with the higher record, so bear that in mind. Zelda 11-7 beat the 2-16 Toon Link. Meta Knight 3-15 taking on the 15-3 Bowser. Climbers at 8-10 taking on the 5-13 Zero Suit Samus. The closer of matchups between them, but still 8-10 Climbers won that one, and Zero Suit Samus is still eliminated. Sheik 6-13 taking on the 11-7 Donkey Kong, who won that, and Sheik just the last one eliminated from playoffs last set. Finally, our high card is awesome as always. Pokemon Trainer 12-6 taking on Pikachu at 9-9. Pikachu still needs the win to get in. He's in the playoffs at 9-9, but needs to win to stay in, I should say. Link at 9-9 is taking on Peach at 12-6, who won the first one. Trainer also won the first one for between him and Pikachu. Fox at 9-9 taking on the 12-7 Rob, but this time around it was Fox that won the lower record. And then Mewtwo 10-8 taking on the 12-6 Wolf, and Mewtwo, again the lower record, won that one. Ike at 13-5 taking on the 9-9 Olimar. Ike won that. And finally, Wario at 11-7 taking on the 12-6 King DDD. and DDD won that the first time around. That's where things are for today. Mario and Lucas are on buys, two of the actually number 1 in Team Mario and number 4 in Team Nintendo on the buys. So they get to rest easy for now as we get first a Team Nintendo matchup, Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch versus Falco. No skins today, just going with the primary.
3, 2,
And we are off.
go!
8 and 10 Game & Watch. Again, who beat the 10 and 8 Falco first time around. 10 wins is in right now. So Falco is actually okay. He will make the playoffs. Game & Watch still needs to pick up 2 wins. At least 1 win. But 2 would solidify his spot, of course, at 10 and 10 there. He's got this matchup, and after this, he's going to be up against Lucas. So, not an easy two hard ones in a row for him. And Falco knocked out first because of Game & Watch's Keldeo here. Great way to begin things for him. Not so much for Falco. Arceus now for Game & Watch. Probably won't do a whole lot here. But the Latios and Latias might. More damage onto Falco's second stock. Actually only took 1 hit. That was interesting. CPUs are sometimes pretty decent at dodging the Latios and Latias. They can be dodged easy enough, I suppose. They just make a big X a few times. Got Falco Ditto to add to some, maybe give him some help for, there it is. Finally, the first did it himself, of course, the first life of Game & Watch taken, but he's at 52 right now. Genesect coming out. That is for, I thought it was for Falco. That Scizor is for Falco. Oh man. Both of them eliminated. Game & Watch at the hammer. I don't know if Falco got him with the Snorlax coming out of the ball or something, or maybe Scizor got him. But both of them got knocked out at the same time, so we're at 1 stock each. All tied up. What a way to go with this one. Again, super meaningful. All these matches are super meaningful. The ones with the 6 and 12 matchups a little less maybe, but still. 6 and 12s are in, depending on what else happens. Or at least they'll have a chance. Somehow. Takes a lot of losing from the ones just above them, of course. The ones with... Yeah, I guess the ones with 8 wins right now and 7 wins need to lose in order for the 6 and 12s to get in. And really, there's only one opening for 6 and 12s to make it, because then they wouldn't be able to beat 9 and 9s, of course. But we're not dealing with those here. We have an 8 and 10 and a 10 and 8, and it looks like it's all tied up still. Crazy. 77 to 87 now. Game & Watch's favor gets the EV. Lands the bomb, not quite enough. 85 to 119 though. And another Togedemaru for Game & Watch now. Catches Falco, and that, along with the torches, still not quite enough to knock him off. Nor is the parachute. Second Togedemaru misses. Gardevoir comes out now for Game & Watch. Falco with Alolan Vulpix. That can give no. Ooh, he still somehow manages to stay on. Oh, 105 to 158. And there again, the parachute still can't get him off. 168 for Falco. Somehow staying on the map. Still on. 120 to 177. Just as good of a chance, and he actually does it. Falco lands the knockout blow, and he will take that victory over Mr. Game & Watch, opening the door for some other lower opponents to make it in 4-11 match. 13-8 in items in favor of Game & Watch. Game & Watch moves to 8-11. Falco to 11-8. Falco definitely in now. No doubt. 10 was already in for him, but 11's that's a really nice spot to be now. Now you're not 500 anymore. You won't be. Diddy versus Kirby is next. Diddy. And Diddy is a 6-12, so probably eliminated, but again, Game & Watch is what he needs. Game & Watch losing is exactly what Diddy needs. So the 12s remain in it for now. They also need Ice Climbers to win, which is in Ice Climbers up against Zero Suit Samus. Who knows? Of course, the 6 and 12s also need to win both their matches themselves. Diddy gets a Ditto. And a Mimikyu. Nice way to start. Bring things back because Kirby already did 68% on Diddy. Spupa out for Diddy. And thought it was for him. I guess not. Unless Spupa attacks both people too. I didn't think it did. Snivy for Diddy for sure. And some Razor Leaves in there. 95-88. Diddy keeping it close. All the Pokeball help. Kirby gets this one though. It's a Goldeen. Diddy with a nice hit there. 101-99. Almost knocked Kirby out. Another Pokeball spawn. Diddy's got it. It's a Snorlax. Probably won't do a whole lot here. Oh, Kirby catches Diddy there though. A couple times. Going back on the offensive now. Taking control of the map and grabs a Pokeball for himself. Tosses it on the side of the map to Beware. That will definitely connect with Diddy right in front of it. Runs to the other side of the map, which is pretty useless. Kirby now up a stock. Abra perhaps saving Diddy there from a Beware uppercut, and there goes Beware now. Go for Kirby. Diddy's got him at 148 on his first stock, but we're looking to knock him out as quick as possible here. Kirby, another Pokeball. It's a Pincurchin. 168 on him. Still 0 on Diddy's second, though. Ooh, big hit from Kirby. Takes him to 22. Diddy avoiding the Pincurchin well there and gets the knockout. Only that 22% on him right now. Opts to not get the Pokeball. Now he does get it right before Kirby's able to. It's a Marshadow. Lucky for him, he grabbed it. Kirby able to get 2 Pokeballs himself now. Staryu, and ooh, the Marshadow blocks him from grabbing the other one. Could do it again. He got stunned by the Marshadow. He does not make his way away from it. It's 75-61%. Diddy grabs the Pokeball. It's an Electrode, and then knocks Kirby out of the Marshadow after the stun, and probably saves Kirby from losing that life. Mimikyu now for Kirby, 86% on Diddy. 99 now. He'll definitely go down. It looks like Kirby's just trying to do it himself. Floats off the map almost. 81% on Kirby on the second. Oshawott for Diddy. Ooh. Oshawott misses. Slight chance here for Diddy. Playoff hopes dwindling right here before our eyes. Misses the Pokeball on the ledge. Kirby gets the next one. It's a Swirlix. Diddy doing some decent damage. 135-36 on Kirby. Needs to get the knockout before he takes another hit like that, but Scissor comes out for Kirby. That is not good for Diddy at all. Almost with the knockout there. Okay, now he's going to have to dodge the Scissor instead of playing offense and going on the attack. He gets a Goldeen. He does get Kirby. 48%, 53 now on him. It's kind of still even. A Spupa for Kirby. Got a shot here. Oh man, Kirby lands a nice hit there. 87 on Diddy. He did hold on to the Pokeball, and it is an Abomasnow, which I think hurt him because it hit the Spewpa right before it left. And I caught him in that. 133 on Diddy, nothing on Kirby's last. Not great for him. Not great. Kirby avoids the Abomasnow just by hanging off the side of the map the whole time. And goes back on the attack. That Pokeball makes it on 152 on Diddy, and he's just going to eliminate himself almost with the Arceus now up there. Now he does. Nope. Still on there. One more hit. Kirby just eliminates him himself. And that'll do it right at the dimming of the screen. Kirby takes it. Kind of a close one, though. Diddy kept it close. 450. He's been in some long ones. And again, can't quite count all his items. 14 to 20 in items. I want to say that Kirby probably picked up a few bananas as well. That's a lot of items. Kirby did probably win it, though, all. It was probably almost as close as it seemed there. Decent match. Kirby goes to 13-6 up there with Mario now. See if Peach can do the same later on against a tougher opponent in Link. Now we got Pit, Team Universe. Taking on Jigglypuff. And yeah, all the Team Universe matchups still kind of important because the 6 and 12s are still in. So we'll basically see actually those two 6 and 12s fighting in this mid card here. Now against the 7 and 11 Pit here, 6 and 12 Jigglypuff against 7 and 11 Pit. And we have the 6 and 12 Marth versus the 7 and 11 Lucario. So not only do we get the two 6 and 12s in the mid card here, see if they can keep their hopes alive, but they're trying to keep their hopes alive against the 7 and 11s, whom they need to beat and have lose to have any chance to get in. So there's their chance. Right now it's still going okay. Diddy lost one of the 6 and 12s, so that gives the other 6 and 12s again a chance because he lost to somebody okay to lose to for them in Kirby. You lose to the ones with a lot of wins. You want to beat the ones that aren't yet in the playoffs. Jigglypuff puts Pit to sleep and winds up and smacks him out of the park. First knockout, Jigglypuff. 29% only on her, and she pulls a Zoroark and a Deoxys. And wow, Pit is just lucky that that Deoxys wasn't in the middle of the map, or he was going to be destroyed. Completely destroyed. But no, he takes 52% though. Alolan Raichu now for Jigglypuff. Still a great Pokemon pull there, and great advantage here for the Puffball, who again trying to stay in and needs to beat Pit. Needs Pit to lose and needs to beat him here, obviously, to continue. Marth will need the same. Some other opponents coming up, they'll need Luigi to lose, and they'll need Sam. Loss from Samus wouldn't hurt either, because she is also 6 and 12. Those are just our next mid-card matchups, our other mid-card matchups. Jigglypuff, man, 75 only on her second here. Got the second knockout on Pit. Oh boy, here we go. It is upset time. Jigglypuff, I think she might just hang in there. Gets the Kyogre, knocked out by the Pincurchin, but will the Kyogre just take it for her? It will, as we always say. There's not much you can do about it. He is a big old whale beast thing, legendary, for a reason. Cannot avoid that Hydro Pump. Jigglypuff, hardly able to stay awake, takes the win. 2-11 match time. Very quick one with the Kyogre's help. I want to say he might be the third best. It's close. 1 to 10 in items for Jigglypuff, of course. And yeah, she moves to 7 and 12 along with Pit. Now both of them 7 and 12. A little more, of course, needs to be done for Jigglypuff. But we'll see. We'll see if it can be. Here we got Ness. Another match that matters in that regard. Versus Samus, who somehow remains not eliminated yet after her horrendous run. She won her first 3 matches and then just lost almost from then on out. As she strung together in the second half here, you know, 3 other wins here and there to get her to 6-12, barely still hanging in. Yeah, Ness, of course, beat her. He's 13-5. Looking to stay at the top with Captain Falcon, who's up against someone even worse today. Both of them 13-5. Ness could technically take the first place spot in Team Nintendo from Falcon, who's held it the entire season. I don't know. It's possible, I suppose. Right now, Samus, knocked up into the Meowth, the end of the Meowth punches. And Ness catches her with the PK Fire in the air. Can't really can't capitalize with a baseball bat after that when you're out there in the air. Ness gonna ride the Go-Goat around for a little bit here. Over to the next Pokeball. Samus whacks him though and gets that herself. It's a Metagross. Ness looks like he's gonna try to avoid that for no reason and actually lose a stock because he's being silly because of just because of a Metagross. So he ends up behind now, 161 on Samus. Could completely throw this match because of that. And then keep Samus's hopes alive. Oh, there, finally Ness able to get that first stock of hers. 41% on him, 59 now after that hit. And a Staryu for Ness. And an Alolan Raichu. Doing some other things while he's taking hits. Like grabbing Pokeballs. Neither of them doing anything for him though. He's now has a Darkrai. Also does a little bit for him, I guess. Kinda. Slows Samus down if nothing else. Moltres now. Also gonna do oh wait! Never mind, Samus launched into the Moltres. It doesn't quite knock her out though, but Ness takes a huge lead because that Fiery Bird does a ton of damage pretty much. I'm pretty sure. 73 to, oh man, caught in the Togedemaru. Samus, 177 now. Whew. Got a lot of stability though. Look, she's caught again. 201%, finally knocked out. 86 on Ness's second. Still can get him pretty quickly here. Kyurem for Ness at the top, and an Abra now for him. Definitely getting the Pokeball advantage right now. And Ness turn it around though. I mean Samus. And Samus turn it around. Vulpix for Ness. Alolan style. She still has a chance here. 19 only on her Electrode. Is Ness gonna stand next to it? No. He avoids it. 121 on him on his second stock. And Samus with the Pokeball. Fennekin. Samus dropping bombs everywhere. 133, 66 on Samus's last though. Not great for her. Oh, able to take Ness out at 148. She's at 97 now though. Very tiny chance. 110. Big hits from Ness. Oshawott comes out, Mimikyu's out, and a PK Thunder connects at the very top of the screen. And there goes Samus. Ness cleans that one up. 3:52 match time. Yeah, he moves to 14-5. Could potentially be first if Captain Falcon loses to Sonic. 13-8 in items. Samus kept it kind of close. Ness did get that. Samus 6-13. Just like Diddy, now eliminated for sure from the playoffs. However, many others at 6-12 or now 7-12 remain in it. We now have Yoshi taking on Luigi. Yoshi is 11 and 7 himself. Luigi is 7 and 11 himself.
3, 2, 1, go!
So again, Yoshi's in. Feeling good at 11 and 7, 2 matches left to play. Definitely in. Luigi needs to get in. Yoshi, because he doesn't know how because he doesn't have an up B, and he's trying to do edge things, he just fails completely and gives Luigi a pretty nice handicap here. Luigi now up an entire stock, got some nice damage on Yoshi's second already. Interesting. Because yeah, again, Luigi needs the win. Helps the other 7 and 11s if the other 7 and 11s lose. But of course he wants it. He wants it as much as the other 7 and 11s. What they really need is well, the 6 and 12s need him to lose. I suppose they're not completely out. Really, what they need more than him, his loss is important for them for sure. But even more so is for today is the Ice Climbers' loss to Zero Suit Samus. Because Game & Watch at 8 and 10 had already lost, so he moves to 8 and 11. Keeps the door open. Climbers need to do the same though. Yoshi trying to hang in there. He's at 111% on his second, 85 on Luigi's first. Not amazing right now for Yoshi. Won this one the first time around. Yoshi really only loses when he struggles with his falling off the map because of his up B. If you can avoid doing that, he usually does well, I think. Togedemaru now for Yoshi. Needs the stock. 160% on him. He really needs to get Luigi now if he's going to have any chance at all. Still can't get him though. Throws a Pokeball at him and connects as a Vulpix. Luigi actually, yeah, there he is. There he is. I'm surprised. 141 on him, 160 though on Yoshi. I'm surprised Luigi hasn't already gotten a... Oh, never mind. Yeah, Yoshi does have 2 stock left, so he's not completely done yet. Lunala for him is interesting though. If he can get... Oh. Luigi into it. One more blast left. Does not look like... Oh, nope, doesn't look like it's going to connect. Too bad for Yoshi. 181 on him. 159 on Luigi. And an Alolan Raichu might do it if it can hit again. Nope. Kind of need the 2 hits in a row. Knock him off the map. Kyogre style. Not happening. Yoshi finally gets it. 181 on him. 2 stock each. Definitely advantage Luigi, who gets the Latios on Latios. And they will finish off Yoshi's second stock. 1-2. There's that handicap coming back for Luigi. 40%. Yoshi's Ditto. And a Goldeen. 49 already on Diddy. 73, and he is out of here with that hit. Wow. Well, there's Luigi. Taking it to Yoshi. He is now 8 and 11. Keeps his playoff hopes quite alive. Yoshi falls to 11 and 8. 11 to 5 in items for Yoshi, actually. But hey, last match. Last match of the mid-card, at least. Marth. One more match, meaningful match to see where everyone falls, pretty much, is going to determining a lot here in the mid-card already. And then we got Marth. Wait, we have, yeah, Lucario next. Marth and Lucario. Marth, 6 and 12. Needs to win to stay in. Also needs that Ice Climber's loss. Lucario, 7 and 11. Needs to win to stay in. And probably some other things, but right now, the 9 and 11 isn't totally out. Doesn't rely on anything immediately happening, I don't believe. We'll have to see by next set who plays who, kind of, is what it comes down to. Maybe Q catching Marth early here, though. Star you now for Lucario. Does not catch Marth. Lucario will not necessarily be eliminated with a loss here unless Climbers would win. Then all the 12 losses are out. But those 6 and 12s, the ones that just moved to 7 and 12, want that Lucario loss. Although, I don't know, maybe they're a little beside themselves with this one. Do you want Lucario to move down, or do you want Marth to have a chance also along with Lucario? Kind of a pick your poison situation, I suppose. Both of them avoid the Electrode and stay on the map on the right side there. 85 to 133 in favor of Marth now. Inkay in the middle of the map, Fennekin for Marth on the left. Marth gets the first knockout, 85 still on him, only on him. Darkrai for him now, nice spot. Lucario caught in it and 34% taken quickly. Marth in a nice position here. Dealing some nice damage, nice sword swipes, connecting. Lucario now coming back with a few hits of his own. Needs that stock though. He's gonna keep this one close. Again, Lucario has the easier path in. Not many Team Universe contenders are, and none of them have clinched other than the two top. So they're all still on shaky ground. Lucario finally gets that first stock of Marth, and we are tied up 69 on Lucario. Could maybe prove enough of an advantage for Marth here. It's back and forth on the ledge here. Marth comes away with the Xerneas buff though. Oh man, and Lucario already a 107%. Takes a header. Marth 27 left. Oh, again, I should say only on his second stock. Gets another Pokeball. Got a Togedemaru. Alolan Vulpix for Lucario, dodged by Marth. That was nice. Both of them again on the edge of the map. Lucario, though, cannot make it back after that attack from Marth. Should not have been down there trying that because he only had the one stock left in Marth. A bit of an upset. Not really. Lucario, again, hadn't won that the first time around, though, so Marth evening that up, also important for him. As well as staying out of 13 losses. 6 to 8 in items, also, again, for Lucario. We had a lot of losers win the item race today so far. That is the end of our mid-card. That was quite a doozy, I'd say. Everyone is still in it that came into today with a chance in the playoffs. Everybody's still in as far as just general records are concerned, not taking into account tiebreakers within those, tied records. What they need, of course, as I already mentioned, is Ice Climbers to lose here in the low card, toward the bottom of the low card, and we will be right back with that. Stay tuned. Just taking a short video break. BRB. All right. We are back with the low card subset here. Set 21 of 22 here in Season 0. We got Ganondorf taking on Snake. Gonna sorta kinda speed through these if we can, I guess. Guess we got the wrong sides there somehow, but that's okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
10 and 8 Ganondorf, 2 and 16 Snake. Ganondorf in at 10 and 8. Snake out at 2 and 16. Everyone in Team Baddies is done, either in or out of playoffs at this point. But of course, still vying for position. The 6 that aren't eliminated, only Meta Knight and Snake are out. The rest made it. Ganondorf at the bottom of those other 6, though. Mewtwo also 10 and 8 along with them. Ganondorf first knockout helps when you have Scissor and Beware working for you. Snake, not much chance. Beware one more smack before he goes away. But yeah, be sure as we approach now Season 1, there will be ways, and I'll talk about it more in the playoffs, the big ones in tomorrow as well. There are ways to earn points already here, especially once we hit Season 1, so be aware. Snake going down again because of some Pokemon help Staryu there from Ganondorf. Only Ganondorf did take 1 stock loss, so it is 2-1 right now, but still 50% already on Snake. Some big hits. Another big one from Lunala there, 95 on Snake, and another Lunala blast left. That will knock him out, actually. And that is that. That reminded me of what I was going to say. I'll bring it up again, but make some predictions. You'll get some points, basically, is what I was going to say. You can make predictions in the comments on videos. Again, we show the schedule, upcoming schedule all the time on every video, so you can always comment on that video on who you think will win the upcoming matches. And if you do so, you'll earn yourself some stream points. They're fake things that, but they, I mean, you know, it's fun still. 2 to 10 in items for Ganondorf. Talked about that several times in the past already. Moving on to the next one after Ganondorf, a commanding victory. Missed the time there, it was short though. Captain Falcon. Versus Sonic. So most of these don't matter, at least like in the scheme of who makes the playoffs. Ganondorf, however, could crawl out of that bottom spot. 10 and 8 right now, where he's at. If he would even, I guess, make it, if everyone would win and everyone was where they were, he's like the middle of the playoff spots. So 8 or 9 perhaps, playing somebody right around his same record. Here we have Captain Falcon 13 and 5 taking on the 4 and 14 Sonic. Obviously done. Captain Falcon obviously made playoffs already, 13 and 5. Looking to stay in the top though, because Ness had won already today. So that's really the biggest thing with this match is, can Captain Falcon remain number 1 in Nintendo, or does he fall to 2? And if he falls to 2, he will, and Rob wins. Rob will be a match away, and if Rob can tie that up, Rob does, I believe, have the head-to-head victories over Captain Falcon. He may have both of them. And oh man, Giratina smacking Captain Falcon a couple times and knocking him far enough away for that gust to affect. And yes, that's the first stock off for Captain Falcon, 74% on Sonic's first. Lucas also kind of just behind at 12 and 7. But of course, depending on what happens between Rob and Lucas, Ness could actually clinch a bye spot today with his win. Same with Captain Falcon if he wins. Need 2 wins up on those other guys, and you'll be good for sure. Obviously, with only 1 match left, that's how that works. Falcon has the Victini and the Mimikyu and a Lugia. Sonic jumps toward the Lugia, then away. Scissor comes out now. for Captain Falcon. Still only the first stock there off of Sonic. Just now from the scissor. Hit an A for Sonic as he respawns. Falcon still holding on to that final smash. If he does so a little longer, Sonic may be in some trouble for a second stock knockout. Falcon's about to tie this up because of this final smash. If he doesn't lose it, because he's at 102%, he should be gearing up for it now. Abra for Sonic. Oh no, Sonic knocks him out before he can use it. There you have it. Sonic big lead now, 48% on his second. Captain Falcon down to 1. Vulpix is, I don't know whose that is. Yeah, Falcon's. Fennekin for Falcon. Replacing his Vulpix with another Fox. 44 on him now, 50. 83 on Sonic's second. Sonic perhaps about to take an upset. Ness will move to #1 spot. Man, Sonic goes into the Obama Snow, loses his second, and now it's kind of tied, 59% to 0. Last stock. Go for Sonic. Oh no, Marshadow for Sonic. Oh man, that doesn't finish it with that hit, but 97% on Captain Falcon. Stunned again, knocked out of the stun by Sonic, as they tend to do. Grabs the Pokeball, stunned again by Marshadow. Wait a second, that time Sonic can't knock him out, and Sonic does win because he can't cause his own loss, and so he does get it right before the Mimikyu probably grabs him as well. So, man, what an upset there. 426. Captain Falcon losing to Sonic. That's crazy. There you have it. Anyone can beat anyone. 12 in items. You like the parody. The parody is nice, but also, you know, it is kind of nice to have some sort of pattern, some sort of clear winners here, clear competitors that are better. We got Zelda up next. I think we do, though. We just have some off days is all. Toon Link, 11-7 versus 2-16. Will we see another upset? It won't be the same magnitude, perhaps, but similar for sure. 11-7, 2-16. Last place Toon Link, last of all. In fact, he's the worst of all. Snake is the same as him, and actually, because Snake lost, if Toon Link can somehow win here, Snake would be the only worst. But Toon Link was the first eliminated, and he's also still has the worst record along with Snake. Different divisions, though. Again, these divisions will all be changing between Season 0 and Season 1. The top 6 in the big divisions will stay, and the top 4 in the small will stay, which means we'll be taking 5 from the big ones, and we'll be taking 4 from the small ones. The bottom 5 from big and bottom 4 from the small, and shifting them to the divisions to the right that are usually depicted, you know, in the order they're usually depicted, which is Team Mario, and they'll also be losing their names, so it'll be red team, red division, green division, blue division, yellow division, in that order, and everything will shift to the right. Yellow, of course, then moving to the red division, just to spice things up. See if they do better in different divisions. Toon Link knocked out by that massive Entei Fire Blast. Zelda up 1 stock, 50% on her. No big deal just yet. Zelda still fighting in that middle of the pack race that's been happening literally since the beginning of the season, and has been happening between her and Donkey Kong specifically since the beginning. They're both right now 11-7, and I am pretty sure, yes, they play each other next set. So It will determine a lot. Zelda knocked out there. Toon Link actually bringing things back to pretty close. Till the Soul Galio comes out. Ooh, misses because of Zelda's hit. Second one misses, I guess, because of the ledge. And the third will miss because of Link dodging it. Wow, nice. 64% on him, however. 79, that was a decent night strike. DK will play Sheik at the end of this low card here. So we will actually find out where Zelda and DK both end up going into their matchup tomorrow in that middle pack race. Not that, it matters. They're both in at this point. Zelda does get that second knockout on Toon Link there, so 1 to 227 on her second, so she has another nice cushion here, as long as she doesn't throw it away. Toon Link somehow gets that ball. I'm not sure how Zelda didn't get that, but it fell to Toon Link's feet. He picked it up and opened it in himself. He's going to get that other one too there. It's going to be a Xerneas for him. Oh boy, Zelda probably going to be eliminated. Maybe. He does technically have to get a somewhat decent hit in here. 97% on her now. Togedemaru for Zelda as well. We also have Yoshi in this race here, who just lost to Luigi. This 11-7 race. Link just behind him at 9-9 now. He was in it after falling the whole way from the top of the division. He's now lower than average. Zelda with the last shot needed, doing tons of damage to Toon Link in his last stock, will take the victory. Zelda. That is a 12-7 Zelda, 333 match time. Toon Link 2-17, along with Snake now. 9-8 to items Zelda, for what that's worth. Good match for her. Nice showing. That's what you want to see from the ones toward the top when they're against ones that aren't so good. Like here, like most of these matchups in the low card today, as we're at the end of the season. And actually, I kind of like how it worked out today. Everything fell into place nicely. Meta Knight versus Bowser. So Bowser's, I keep doing this actually. It's Meta Knight first versus Bowser. 3-15 Meta Knight. Again, out of it. Was the worst for a long time without any wins. First one, or the last one to get his first win. But now he's one game ahead of Snake and Toon Link. Crazy. You never know. He's 40% on Bowser already. Nothing on him. Almost knocks him into the Oshawa. Not quite. Still, like Bowser's just kind of giving him a little head start just to mess with him, as Bowser hits him twice and brings him to 47%. Hits him 4 times and gets him to 91 and takes the lead. 15-3 Bowser. He's the very top of the entire league, and in fact, he's 2 games ahead of everyone in the league right now. So if he can win this, Captain Falcon, Mario, Ike. Mario's on a bye. Captain Falcon won. So he's moving on. But if he wins, Bowser wins here, then he does clinch the first seed. The first bye spot. Number 1. He's down to stock though right now. And he's at 81%. Meta Knight's been piling damage on, apparently. He's at 123 himself on his first stock. Latios though helping him get back on the map and deal even more damage to Bowser. And boom! Meta Knight with the big sword hit. There goes Bowser. Wait just a moment. Talk about parity. Talk about no pattern whatsoever to who can beat who. 2-1 in stock right now. Bowser does get Meta Knight's first, but it's still Meta Knight's favor by an entire stock. Chestbin for Bowser, for Meta Knight. I think Bowser was blocking that. Hard to tell sometimes when they're both just blocking. Gardevoir for Bowser. It's easy to tell if you're actually watching who opens them. Got a lot of things to look at here, alright? Got a lot of screens. Snorlax from Bowser there, evening things up as Meta Knight comes crashing into Meta Knight as it goes up, I should say. Now 72 on Bowser, one stock each. Wait a second, Meta Knight. You cannot fight on the edge when Bowser pulls an Arceus. What are you thinking? Bowser immediately wins that because of that big mistake by the AI of Meta Knight. 2:34 match time. Should have gone a bit longer and should have honestly probably been Meta Knight's win. 5-7 Bowser and items. Comes away with the victory. With a victory we thought was going to be an upset, didn't we? Alright, we actually finished the low card with two pretty important ones, I would say. Well, the next one's not as important. This one, though, this is one we've talked about. Ice Climbers versus Zero Suit Samus. Samus is out at 5-13, but the Ice Climbers are 8-10. And if they lose, then all the 12 losses stay in it. I guess they'd be all the 7 and 12s at this point will remain in the hunt, at least. I guess at that point they'd be just as in the hunt as anyone else. As we come to just about to the end of our second to last set here. Of course, if the Ice Climbers win, yeah, they shut out a lot of people. Oh man, blown up by the Electrode there, and Zero Suit Samus takes a bit of a lead here. Only 20% on her first. And a ditto for Ice Climbers. Yes, 3 climbers now. But the Staryu for Samus, and she just kind of hangs out in there. That's smart. Hang out in there while there's a ditto, because there's now 3 Ice Climbers, and the Giratina, though, for the Ice Climbers. Oh no. She almost, oh wait, she does avoid the first and second gust. Nice job there by Samus. Avoids the second, she has that really quick hop, and that helps. That helps get out of things like that. The Kyogre, especially if you're close to the Pokemon and she can flip over the Kyogre. Makes him reposition himself. If you want any Zero Suit Samus playing tips, if you're ever find yourself in a situation when you're playing Zero Suit Samus and only Pokeballs are falling from the sky. There you go. 95% on Ice Climber second, 71 on Zero Suit Samus's first life. Ooh, thought maybe the Climbers had her there. Not quite. Togedemaru coming out for Samus. And she's attacking the wrong Ice Climber right now. Now she changes her tactic to attacking the correct Ice Climber. Oh, and Eevee comes in with a headbutt. Can't quite knock the Ice Climber out. Whoa. Something gets Samus there, and almost the Ice Climber. Samus comes back in and cleans up that last life, or that second stock of the Ice Climbers. 1-2. Samus is up again. Are we going to see another upset that leaves everybody in the playoffs, in the playoff hunt still? Not everybody, but everyone pretty much that came into today and didn't lose at 6-12. Samus, though, oh no, falls off the map with no percent on her and ties this up for Ice Climbers. What? Now she needs to start actually playing again, or else she's gonna probably lose, and we're gonna see another upset victory taken away from us at the last moment, pretty much. Ice Climbers throwing some ice, getting that Pokeball. It is a something. It's a fletchling. 91 on Zero Suit Samus now, and oh, so close. Ice Climber's about to win it there, but not quite. 35 only on them, and there it is. They knock Samus too far down off the map. And they clean up that one. Whew. Close. Close match. 301. Zero Suit Samus almost did it, but you know what that means. 9-6 in items for the Ice Climbers. That means everybody with 12 losses is now out of the playoffs. Thanks a lot, Ice Climbers. But we'll definitely have to see how that goes. After the high card, of course, we have one more low card matchup though, which is still pretty interesting. May not be as important as that one was. That was a huge one. But this is, of course, that was made more important because Game & Watch lost the first matchup. If he won that one, then none of the 6 and 12 matches would have mattered. Zero Suit Samus, where are you? There you are. Sheik versus Donkey Kong. Again, this one's more just important because we want to find out where Donkey Kong ends up in relation to Zelda, who is tied. They're both tied at 11 and 7 right now. They were at least coming into today. Zelda won already. Now Donkey Kong has a chance to win as well, and then they'll go into their head-to-head matchup tomorrow. And that's, I guess, just kind of interesting if they both end up 12 and 8. Only really, again, matters for placement. Not going to matter for much else. As what do we have here? Kirby, who went to 13 and 6, along with Mario, who's on his bye, so he's going to now finally be the same record as those at the top with him. Sheik is the last bye, so she's just done after this match. This is her last one. Bye, Sheik. See what she can do here against Donkey Kong to finish things off. Maybe she'll end up 7 and 13. It doesn't sound so bad. Could be worse, I suppose. Big win though, again, also if you are able to beat Donkey Kong. But she jumps into the Deox. It's not maybe the decision I would have made myself. And Donkey Kong takes the lead. 73% on him though. Of course, he can stack up some damage. 30% from one hit, I believe, on Sheik already. We also have then, of course, Peach is ahead of them in the division, 12 and 6 as well. She'll be playing Link later on. Link may or may not, because of that, move to 10 and 9, so may be right behind a couple games, actually. I guess he'd end up behind Donkey Kong and Zelda at this point. Donkey Kong has to win to, I guess, clear himself of Link. Link has yet to make it into the playoffs, so he is still fighting for that. Small chance still, I'd say, I guess, of him losing. We'll see about the 11 losses. I guess they'd be the 8 and 11s after today. That'll determine how he stands if he goes, whether he loses, if he loses, I should say. Sheik knocking Donkey Kong out for his first stock, eventually getting that one. And yeah, we got 2-1. Donkey Kong still looking just fine. Taking some damage there from the Dedenne, though. Wow, a lot of damage. 50% all of a sudden on him. Scissor, though, comes out for him, and that could just finish things. Sheik at 60% now. Snorlax coming down on the right side of the map. Sheik does avoid that. Not the Scissor coming in again, though. And he will finish it. And that is Donkey Kong winning that one pretty handily. GG again. So we will have DK and Zelda up against each other, both 12 and 8 tomorrow. 229 match. Yoshi lost, so he actually dropped to 11 and 8. They're going to be 12 and 7. Yoshi's 11 and 8. 3 to 10 in items for Donkey Kong. Yeah, again, Donkey Kong and Zelda 12 and 7. Yoshi 11 and 8. Sheik 6 and 14, but that doesn't matter. That's the end of our low card, though. Stay tuned, just a quick break for video purposes between this and our high card subset, best 6 matchups. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Randy Nerds Templar Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League Season 0, Set 21 of 22. The high card, last 6 matches of the day before we're one set away. We begin with the Pokemon Trainer.
Pokemon Trainer.
Taking on Pikachu. Trainer is in the whole way in, 12 and 6. Buy spot secure. Can get further up in the buys still. But definitely in the buys, definitely in the playoffs. 9 and 9 Pikachu. Pokemon Trainer won this one the first time. Pikachu has yet to make it in, and again, like Link, who's coming up next, And like Olimar coming up later, and like Fox who comes up next to next. 9 and 9s, not in yet, looking good though. A win gets them in. And also, again, closes the door on some other opponents if too many of these 9 and 9s can win today. Some tough opponents. Pikachu here against the Pokemon Trainer. Link's gonna have Peach. Fox is up against Rob, and Olimar's up against Ike, so they're all against really tough opponents. One day left, though, for them to still secure that last win that they need. That'll still remain to be the case if they do lose today. With 9 wins, they still just need that one more to make it in for sure. 10 and 10 definitely gets you in. Pikachu putting up a nice fight here. Charizard is the Pokemon of choice for the trainer at the moment. Slowed by the Swirlix, Pikachu. Dealing with other Pokemon, I believe. Yeah, Charizard has the Vulpix as well, and I believe maybe the Electro just blasted both of them away. Whoops. Reset, 2 stock each, 0%. Squirtle is now, of course, the Pokemon coming out of that new life. Togepi for Pokemon Trainer. We'll just fight off the map for a moment. Back and forth we go. The Trainer starting to stack up more damage this time around than Pikachu. And they get the Beware now. And a Goldeen. Oh man, Pikachu into one uppercut. 73%. One more will do it. And oh man, he's lucky. Beware is leaving now. 37-92. Lead. Ivysaur's out. Lead for Pokemon Trainer. Meowth for Pikachu. Doesn't do much. Go for Pokemon Trainer. Pikachu trying to even things up. Charizard comes out now and flies into the wall. Big hit on Pikachu, can't quite get him. 80 to 121. Staryu now for Pokemon Trainer. Pikachu right caught directly in that, and Charizard finishes it. 80%. Second 2 stock on Pokemon Trainer. 1 left on Pikachu. And the Zoroark comes out for the Pokemon Trainer. Gonna do tons of damage here. Pokemon Trainer adds a bit of their own as they also grab the Mimikyu. Oh my, what a combo of Pokemon. I don't know, this might be enough. They missed the 1 dash. It's not gonna be, it is gonna be enough. GG, Pikachu falls. Pokemon Trainer wins. Tons of damage coming out between the Zoroark first and then the Mimikyu afterward. That's 1 life down for sure. Especially when you're adding your own damage in there. 309. Match time. 11 to 4 in items for the Pokemon Trainer. 13 and 6. He could tie up Ike if Ike loses. They could both be 13 and 6. Ike also, just like Captain Falcon, has had that top spot basically the entire season, other than like whenever someone else was maybe also undefeated and just arbitrarily above him. But other than that, he's been the top because he was the last undefeated in that division. He was the last undefeated, I believe, overall, right? Great match, but he's fallen many times now. We've seen his 5 losses, so that's pretty crazy. Link. Hey, Link versus Peach. Big one here. Link, 9 and 9, just like Pikachu. A win gets him in. Peach is in 12 and 6. Wants another win to get to 13 and 6, along with Kirby and Mario. 3-way tie at the top. She would actually be, I believe, still at the bottom of that 3-way tie. It would be, I think, Kirby, Mario, Peach, if I'm not mistaken. And Mario and Peach. Speaking of Donkey Kong and Zelda being tied up and fighting in the last set, Mario and Peach, if Peach wins this, will be tied up and fighting in the last set for first place in the division, other than Kirby, because he would also, I think, be tied. He is going to be tied up there with them, and he will be up against Diddy. I'm sorry, he will be up against Toon Link, even easier. So Kirby may have the best shot, but in either case, if Peach wins this, either she or Mario will end up, I guess, with 14 and 6, and one will end up 13 and 7, and then Kirby will be one of those two things, depending on how he does against the worst in the division. But that is going to be a huge match. That'll probably end up being our last match either way. But right now, Link is sticking in this one for sure. 98 to 110. He's in the lead. Peach did win this the first time around. Got to say that because, again, Link and Peach were the ones fighting for first place for a long time in the beginning here of the season. Before eventually it was Kirby and then Mario once he finally made his way up to the very top. And although I do want to maybe have to look back at like the around set 10 and 11 and see if Mario was about the top of the division at that point too. And we were perhaps talking the same way about the matchup between him and Peach at the very end to decide some things. Link gets the first stock knockout there. 109 on him right now, and nope, Peach doesn't finish him there. Still trying here. Still trying. 125 on Link. Bomb in Peach's hand. Throws it off the map. Smart move. Metagross gone now. Turnips coming in. 138 on Link. Bomb of Snow for Peach. Link gonna just not be able to make it off the map as he's trying to just stay off, do edge things. Does not work for him, and he allows Peach to come back tied up, actually doing really nice damage now to Peach all of a sudden now that he's on the map. That helps. Raichu though helping Peach out a little bit. Oh no, the Marshadow for Link. Peach is gonna be careful, one hit and she's gonna lose that stock for sure. There it's gonna go. Bam. As long as Link wasn't able to make it to her and knock her out of the stun attack, that was a definite knockout. Marshadow definitely good, but yeah, it's the AI knocking, kind of ruining it for themselves. See if Peach can keep Link next to the Electrode. No, not quite. 78 on Link, 29 on Peach's last stock though. Link with a shot here. Even if Peach loses, she's doing just fine. Link needs the win. Only makes it more interesting with the Peach win because of the kind of the potential match for first place. It'll still kind of be that. But not out of it yet, of course. 121 on Link. Needs to get this life if she wants any chance at 63% herself with no extra stocks. 84 on Peach. 121 on Link. Alola and Exeggutor separating them for a moment. Peach can get a Pokeball, but then goes to the other side. Link blasts her back to the right with that bomb. Peach still not grabbing the Pokeball though. Link goes and grabs it immediately. It's a Giratina, and that's going to be GG. Go, Peach dealing with, yep, it doesn't matter. Giratina. Maybe she should have grabbed that Pokeball, I think. Link wins it. That's what happens when you let your opponent have the Pokeballs. 4:48 match time. Obviously long. Our screen went dim. 9 to 26 in items because of Peach's turnips, apparently. Catching a bunch of those or something. I don't know if they count when she pulls them out, but yeah, either way. I don't know if she won the item race or not there. Fox is up next. Link secures his spot in the playoffs. Fox is 9-9. He's going to be the next one to try against the 12-7 Rob. Just as tough as Peach, as we just found out, because Peach has one match left. This is Rob's last match as he's on the bye last. So Peach just went to 12-7. Rob is 12-7. So we'll see if Fox is as good as Link. Right here, I guess. Well, potentially. The win gets him in. And again, probably means bad news for everybody else below them. Just another spot secured. And again, the 12 losses are already out now. That includes a lot of competitors. But what do you expect with only one set left? We, of course, almost have everything figured out, other than exact placements. Rob does take the first knockout. He's at 106, though. And just enough, it looked like, on that hit of Fox's to bring things back to even. The Beware for Fox is definitely going to bring things back to even and take the advantage there with another uppercut connecting. One more will do it. Beware can make it back the whole way to Rob. Oh, Rob knocked over to the Beware. He misses that uppercut, though. And Meowth for somebody. Probably Fox. Doesn't do anything, though. Rob gets a Mimikyu. Fox probably wouldn't be eliminated unless he takes a couple shots here from Rob first. Oh, Mimikyu has him at 55%. Will get close to 100, but not quite. 82 to 110 right now. In favor of Fox, not much now. 115 to 110 in favor of Rob, who gets the Xerneas buff. I thought it must have been Fox, though, because Rob is not golden. But Fox immediately eliminated with that buff. So Xerneas just kind of standing there now. Arceus has come out. Kyogre now. Uh-oh. Poor Fox. Rob. Gonna fly away, be able to fly away. Nope, nope. Back into the Hydro Pump, unfortunately for him. And it's almost all tied up again. Fox has a Ditto and a Go-Goat, who ties things up percent-wise, takes a huge lead here now, all things considered. 19 to 67, 78, 97. Oh my, Rob taking so much damage there. And Fox, that is, now definitely with a lead. Just needs one big hit. And Rob wants to play some edge things now. Feeling like he's down. Metagross for Fox. Rob gets out of there immediately. But another Pokeball right under the Metagross. Fox gets it. It does make it onto the ledge. It's a Swirlix. Doesn't need any of that stuff. In comes the drop kick. And there goes Rob. Fox
Mission complete.
Also makes the playoffs. 3-16 match time. Fox is in. Rob falls to 12-8 now. 8 to 7 in items for Fox. Rob is done. Rob is in the playoffs, but he's done. He's on a bye for the last set. But he's fine with that, I guess. He doesn't make it quite as far as he wanted to. Perhaps Lucas, in fact, passes him up. Well, he's 12-8. Lucas has a chance to pass him up. He does pass him up because Lucas is 12-7. Rob's 12-8. But Lucas does have one more match to play. Lucas on the bye right now. We got Mewtwo, though. Team Baddies. That was our last Team Nintendo matchup. Link and Peach was our last Team Mario matchup. We got 2 Team Baddies left and 1 Team Universe to round things out here. Mewtwo. Versus Wolf. 10-8. Mewtwo, who beat the 12-6 Wolf first time around. Again, both of them are in. All the last competitors in Team Baddies here, the last 4 Team Baddies competitors, all in the playoffs already. No bye spots. So actually, I take that back. Bowser is also already secured the playoffs. I didn't notice that, but yes, along with Ike and Trainer and Team Universe, Bowser also has his playoff spot being 3 games ahead. now after beating Wolf last match, 3 games ahead of everyone in the division. So right now, Wolf and DDD and Wario pretty much fighting for that second bye spot. And guess what? Wolf we see now, and DDD and Wario fight in the last matchup. So that is why these are so important. Who gets that bye in Team Baddies? It won't be Mewtwo. He can make his way a little further up in the seeding for playoffs. That's nice, of course. I mean, I guess he could technically, if things go the right way, he could end up in second at 12 and 8, but it won't be easy. And gets a second knockout there on Wolf. Man, he is piling on the damage here. With the help of some Pokemon, I'm sure Wolf gets the first stock off of Mewtwo there, eventually. But maybe too little, too late here. 22 already on his last stock from that last Chespin Blast. Dire Straits here. Wolf has the chance. I mean, yeah, he really needs this. He's not going to be able to stay in the race with DDD and Wario, I don't think. With a loss here. Going to be a lot tougher, for sure. 1 match left. Right now, he has the advantage. He has a 2-win advantage over DDD. Not sure how his matchups are with Wario, though. Maybe it might be 1-to-1 with Wario. Wario does have to play Bowser last, however. DDD gets Ganon. Wolf gets Meta Knight, so that does help. He has tied this up, though. Some nice, again, Pokemon support for him. Has a chance. Hypnosis misses. Luckily for Mewtwo, gets a Darkrai now, Mewtwo. And no, speaking of Hypnosis, Wolf goes to sleep in Mewtwo. Able to finish that one. Mewtwo, 11 and 8. 12 and 7 for Wolf. Man, this division is close. It's too bad that other than the 2 at the very bottom, Meta Knight and Snake, 2 other ones will have to move to a different division. Of course, yes, they'll probably have a lot more luck there. But this is a fun division to watch, for sure. So many tough competitors going up against each other. You never really know who's going to win. Although Mewtwo was below in record, but has won against Wolf twice now. We got Ike, our last universe matchup here, versus Olimar. And again, the last 9 and 9 to play today to try and secure his spot in the playoffs. Can he do it? And what have we had so far 9 and 9 wise? Pikachu is the only 9 and 9. There's 4 of them. Pikachu, of the 3 that played so far, the only one that lost. So that means there's 2 more spots taken already for the playoffs. That only leaves, I believe, 3 spots open. 2 will definitely be open. Olimar can take one of those 3 that are left. Both of them have now Olimar and Ike have fallen off the map quickly, and it's 2 in stock already. Abra messing with Ike. Ike almost made it back to the map. Oh wow, that was sketchy. Hey, that should have reset him though, right? Shouldn't Abra reset Ike's stuff when he teleports him like that? Maybe he did, maybe he doesn't. What do I know? Play him a little more. Olimar dishing out damage like crazy right now on Ike. Can't even make it back to the map. He's struggling and struggles the whole way down to the water below. Ike is down to 1. Olimar has 2 stock. Took a big hit there, but other than that, everything was an entire life ahead for Olimar. Still pretty much that same case here. Togedemaru, look like it's going to do anything, or the Chespin. 76 on Ike. Oh man, he's down again. Olimar just doing edge things with him. Like, oh, I know now you can't make it back. So now Olimar, one of the best with the up B, just destroys Ike. That was crazy. Didn't do it the first time around. Ike did beat him the first time. 129 matchup. That was one of our fastest ever. Not the fastest. I think, again, 1 minute flat is the fastest we've had. That was fast. 3 to 4 in items. That's how fast it was. Olimar did get that extra item, extra Pokeball. Probably very helpful. Actually, the Pokemon didn't seem to do all that much in that one. It was really just them both falling off the edge for all 4 of the stock that were lost. And that was the second to last match. We only got one more, and this is a huge one. We already mentioned it, Wario. DDD. About the DDD side, a lot of things right here. 11-7 Wario, 12-6 King DDD. Well, may not decide a lot of things, but it could, well, at least determine what needs to happen in the last set for sure. It's mostly going to come down to, yeah, does DDD go up a game on Wolf? In that case, DDD would have to lose, Wolf would have to win to secure the bye for Wolf. And so then DDD would just have to win out in order to get that bye. Wario needs to win out, which would include beating DDD here and Bowser next, and have Wolf perhaps lose next time as well in order for him to get the bye. But it is even most possible for him, more than Mewtwo or Ganondorf, to get it. Mewtwo has a chance still because he won. Ganondorf has a chance still because he won. Snorlax takes out King DDD, and Wario has a chance because he's ahead right now. As the Ditto for himself as well, and it's drawn DDD's attention, and that's always nice. DDD doesn't even care about the real Wario. Abra is pulled by the Ditto Wario. Never mind, Abra is pulled by DDD. 145 on Wario. He's not going to stay on the map for much longer, I suspect. 151 for him now. 30 on DDD's second stock. Wario healing up a little bit by chomping on the bird. It is Christmas time. A nice roasted bird. Wario knocked out. Finally there, and it's almost even. Did he just get that Lunala though? Yes, no he didn't. That is DDD's Lunala. Big advantage for him here is that last hit, the first one. The second one hits on its way out. And the third, DDD hits him. It's Wario with one of his, rolling spikes, but misses the Victini final smash. Wario lucky on that one. 99% already on him. Whoa! Going flying off with his motorcycle there. I don't think he meant to do that. Luckily missed the one spike ball. Not that one though. Latios and Latios coming out for DDD now. Launched Wario. Wario is going to get launched then by the 2 legendary dragon bird things. And yeah, 2-1 stock. DDD has like a whole stock advantage. Big hit there from Wario though. But Genesect for King DDD. Wario avoids the first blast. He's already at 62%. And the second one, avoids that too. Wait, that maybe that was his, because DDD's at 105 now and almost got launched, but not quite. Wario could bring it back. Very small chance. The pink urchin thrown at him, not enough. Oh, the Keldeo for Wario though, that'll definitely be enough. Needs the second strike to hit. Now it does. Third will miss, of course. The fourth, you might get 6 in here. Fourth hits. Wait a second here. Fifth hits. Keldeo have one more in him? He does not. 78-92 though. Still DDD's favor, but barely. It's all tied up 92-85. Wario right back in it. Meowth punches for Wario against DDD's beak. Oh, the big spike ball against Wario's mustache though. Almost eliminates him, but not quite. Another spike ball. Still can't do it. DDD Mallet. Still can't do it. The Mimikyu is that has to be for DDD, right? Wario was not even on the map. He runs over, sprints over past the Mimikyu. And Mimikyu is gone. Oh, the rolling spike ball. How do you get hit by that thing? 151 to 129. It is literally any hit will do. 162. These spike balls, the mallet comes in. The spike balls were just raining down. Wario getting hit by every single one. DDD finishing it with that big old mallet. What a match. 13-6 King DDD. 4-12 Wario. I'm sorry. 4-12. 4-12 match time. 15-10 in items. Wow. It was a longer one. Bit longer one. Wario got we had a lot today where the loser had the more items. But yeah, that was crazy. 11-8 is what Wario is. And he is now out of the bye contention. He's in the playoffs already. He now can't reach the second bye spot. It's now down to DDD and Wolf and what they do. Mewtwo and Ganondorf are out now as well because of DDD's win. All right, let's see where everybody stands in the standings after 21 of 22 sets. One set from the end. Now, things are wrapping up rapidly. Team Mario got a lot of changes in some divisions. Only a couple here in Team Mario. Kirby back at the top, 13-6, along with Mario up there, 13-6. Kirby won twice in their head-to-head though. Peach is a little behind in the head-to-heads with them losing once to Mario and not having her second match with him until tomorrow, that big one. She's 12-7, then in third, and then Donkey Kong 12-7, Zelda 12-7, just behind her. Yoshi is 11-8 in sixth. Then we got seventh is Link at 10-9, Luigi at 8-11, Diddy at 6-13, Sheik at 6-14, and Toon Link at 2-17. In Team Baddies, we got Bowser, who again had already clinched the bye in their division, 16-3 now, way ahead of everybody, even pulling ahead of everyone else in the league at this point. King DDD is now second at 13-6, behind Wolf at 12-7, and Mewtwo 11-8, Wario 11-8 in that order now, and Ganondorf still behind them at 11-8 as well. Then finally Meta Knight at 3-16, and Snake at 2-17. Wolf and DDD the only ones vying for that second bye spot at the moment. Everybody else in the division, of course, in the playoffs already. Even going into today, that was the case, other than Meta Knight and Snake. But yeah, Wolf, if DDD loses and Wolf wins tomorrow, then Wolf will retake that second place spot because of his head-to-head with DDD. And then, anyway, in the Team Nintendo, we have Captain Falcon and Ness in that order at 1 and 2, 14 and 5, each of them. And we'll see what they do in their last matchups to see if they remain in that order. But they've also secured their buys in the division now. Lucas behind them 2 games at 12 and 7. Rob is 12-8, already done for the day for the season. That is, he's in, of course, at 12-8. We have Falco at 11-8, Fox at 10-9, Ice Climbers at 9-10, Mr. Game & Watch is 8-11, Samus is 6-13, Zero Suit Samus is 5-14, and Sonic is 4-15. Finally, Team Universe, we got Pokemon Trainer at the top of the division now at 13-6, with its head-to-heads tied with Ike. And I am trying to think of what I believe after that we went straight into their interdivisional play and, or if you will, their divisional matchups. And it turns out the Pokemon Trainer won more divisional matchups than Ike by 1. So Ike picked up an extra victory in the interdivisional play. Because of that, Pokemon Trainer gets the better spot because of the division matchups. So Pokemon Trainer is first at 13-6. Ike is second at 13-6. They've both, of course, solidified their position in the bye spots a while back. Olimar is 10-9 and in third now. Pikachu is fourth at 9-10. Marth 7-12. Lucario 7-12. Pit 7-12. Jigglypuff 7-12. And as we found out, as we already knew, the 12 losses are out because of the win by the Ice Climbers to move themselves to 9-10. And because of that, everybody who's not in the playoffs is now out, other than 2. Only 2 have a chance, and very small chance for one of them. Luigi is at 8-11, and Mr. Game & Watch is at 8-11. They can still, with a win and with losses from, in Luigi's case, perhaps either Pikachu or Ice Climbers, both at 9 and 10. That could help him get in. Mr. Game & Watch needs a loss from Pikachu, and that might allow him in. That's really his only path. Tying up with the Ice Climbers will not do it for him because the Ice Climbers have the head-to-head victory. He needs Pikachu to lose, and he needs to win, and he needs to hope that Mr. Game & Watch, yeah, not the Ice Climbers, Mr. Game & Watch then needs to hope that somehow in a head-to-head with Pikachu, he will come out on top. And then there's Luigi that is in sort of the same situation, but either Pikachu or the Ice Climbers, or both losing, will help him out. Other than that, we have Bowser still in first, 16-3, taking that first bye. Captain Falcon is 14-5 next, then Ness at 14-5. Then we got Kirby 13-6, Mario 13-6, Trainer 13-6, Ike 13-6, and DDD 13-6. Those are our byes. They're all 13-6s or more. And then we go to 12-7. Peach is still seed 1. Then we got 12-7 Wolf and Lucas and Donkey Kong and Zelda. Then we got a 12-8 Robin, seed 6. We got Yoshi, Falco at 11-8, along with Mewtwo, Wario, and Ganondorf. Those are our seed 7 through 11. And we have at 10-9, we have Olimar, Fox, and Link taking seeds 12-14, and then finally that 15-16 seed that is not secure yet at 9-10, Pikachu and Ice Climbers. So 10 wins gets you in, 12 losses and you're out. It's those 9 wins and 8 wins right now that are the questions. So we will have a couple, perhaps. We definitely have some things that need decided in this coming set here as we wrap things up with set 22. DK is taking on Zelda. We already knew that one was happening. That's going to be super fun. Diddy versus Yoshi to see where Yoshi ends up in the division, I suppose. Peach versus Mario is going to be an amazing one for the perhaps playing for the top of the division. Other than Kirby, we'll have to just see where things fall. Luigi versus Link is going to be an important one, obviously, for Luigi. Link's in, though. Luigi needs to win to stay in, to have a glimmer of hope. Kirby versus Toon Link, perhaps an easy one for him to finish things off and just maybe easily take the... he will take the top spot, because if he wins. So that's really... If Kirby wins, he's definitely first in the division. If Mario wins, and then, if Mario wins and Kirby loses, then he would be. If Kirby loses and Peach wins, then it would come down to some tie-breaking stuff. And then we have Sheik on the bye. Then in Team Baddies, we got DDD versus Ganon. It should be a little interesting. DDD again needs to win to win, and he's in. If he loses and Wolf wins, he's out of the bye spot. Of course, is all we're talking about. That second bye. Bowser has the first bye versus Wario. Snake versus Mewtwo, and then that Wolf versus Meta Knight match will be important just to see if Wolf can win in case DDD loses. He can get that second bye. Then Team Nintendo, Sonic versus Fox. Doesn't mean a whole lot. Samus versus Captain. Also doesn't mean a whole lot. Zero Suit Samus versus Ness. Also doesn't mean a whole lot. Falco versus of course, it does matter where they end up in the bye seeding and the regular seeding for the playoffs for anyone who's already in. Falco versus the Ice Climbers is going to be a huge one, though. Ice Climbers need to lose for those 8 and 11s, need to win to get in, obviously. So that'll be one of the bigger ones there. And we have Lucas versus Game & Watch, another of those bigger ones, because Game & Watch needs to win to get in and have those other ones lose, in, especially Pikachu again. Then finally, Rob's on the bye, and then our Team Universe, we got Lucario versus Ike. Lucario's out, Ike is in. Jigglypuff versus Trainer, Trainer's in, Jigglypuff is out. Pikachu versus Marth. Marth is out. Pikachu is at 9 and 10 right now, so he's the one. That'll be one of the matches for sure. And then finally, Olimar versus Pit. Doesn't matter too much. Olimar just made it in. Pit just lost his chance. So we do definitely have a few matches, mostly just because of those competitors that are still vying for a spot. All the other big ones are just for positioning in the playoffs, but they'll be great matchups going into the playoffs to see maybe what we can expect in the playoffs. And then after that, of course, after tomorrow, all the seeding will be done. We'll know exactly who's up against who's got the byes where. Here we go, guys. That's it. Stay tuned for the next one tomorrow. Last set of the regular season of Season 0 before things get even crazier in Season 1 in the playoffs, and then in Season 1, then things will get even crazier. Playoffs will be crazy. Season 1 will be even crazier than that. So yeah, thanks for chilling, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well, so you know whenever videos drop and other things. I'll see you in the next one. I'm Randy with Nerds Templar in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Peace out, and Merry Christmas